Now, joining us to make sense of these issues from Rivers State, we're joined by political commentator Peter Ameh from Abuja. Mr. Ameh, you're welcome. Thank you once again for joining us on the news this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
Now, rather, it is evening. Thank you very much for reminding me. I'm sorry, I've been stuck in here. So the crisis in Rivers looks like it's coming close to a resolution, one might say, and then everything comes crashing. Now, with the latest ultimatum, what are we expecting?
I think we need to place the two definitions, because the executive is supposed to, be responsible to be taking executive actions and implementing laws made by the state assembly. While the state assembly is responsible to make laws and good governance, they cannot, attempt to, either sack or make appointment for, the role of executive. Yes, they have oversight functions over the activities and duties of the executive in the state. But the fact is that if we want peace and want things to work out, I think everybody should work within, the confine of the given mandate by law. Because if you have to make laws and do oversight function, and you have invited because the person of RSIEC, the section 7 that creates local government system. You also have section 162 that talks about the financial autonomy of local government, which the Supreme Court has also treated. Then you have section 197 that discuss about the place of CX in the Constitution. The CX are a creation of the Constitution, an independent body that has been established by the Constitution to conduct elections, for local government and chairman and councillors. So if you continue to have interference over this issue, it might look like people are trying to be able to find a way to derail the democratic calendar that has been established by CX, to conduct a new election. But by and large, it is very important that these two parties, put the interest of Rivers State indigenous, Rivers State people at the centerpiece of their discussion, and then be able to find a political solution. Because I don't think a court pronouncement can solve this thing. I think court pronouncement, we further deepen the wounds, and then, make overreaching decisions, that are not even prayed for by those who matters that are brought before the court. So it is necessary that they look for political discussion, consideration, and look for a way to be able to agree. This tenure will expire by next year, February. INEC would have been issued a timetable. There will be conduct for primaries for election, and everybody will know their place when it comes to 2027 general election. So I don't think tearing the place apart and trying to make sure that CX does not conduct a new election will further help the state. And even the statement by the Supreme Court to stop the funding of the local government still leave me bewildered in today, because there's a structure. Section 7 of the Constitution talks about the place, the governance structure, the finance structure of local government. So even if you don't have political administration of local government, there are public administration, people who are public servants, who are, have been trained in the bureaucratic structure of the local government management system for a period of many years. That could have taken, the resources of the local government and managed it on behalf of the people. Because as we speak now, if resources are not given to those local government workers will not get salary, and then the local government administration will be brought to a standstill. So some of these are pronouncements. They are words in a way. So this assembly has authority to invite RSIEC based on the oversight authority that they have.
Now, Mr. Ameh, it seems there seems to be power play at play here, is the argument people have out there. The Speaker of the Assembly has also subtly, let's put it that way, threatened the governor over the non-submission of the budget, even if the government had said that they did not get the notice from the House of Assembly. So whose words should we believe, really?
It will be difficult to believe anybody's words, because both of them are playing game of survivor. The governor is trying to delay as much time as possible to see how much he can drag this into a new election, since he feels that there's massive support on his behalf, and the House of Assembly, they are doing everything possible to be able to box the governor to a corner, so that it will come with an impeachment notice that he has failed to respond to their issue. People have asked several questions. Is the House of Assembly actually sitting in the designated area that has been put in place for them to carry out their sittings? Where are they holding their their session. So these are we need to be able to, you see, governance is beyond just holding power. It's beyond just trying to wait power and saying yes, we control this. You need to be able to do things and see that the people in the state do not suffer from the decision of those who are fighting to control state apparatus or control state resources. The governor of the state should know that as it is, the Supreme Court has made pronouncement that these are, the legitimate people who will take administration of the state, in terms of lawmaking. Because their work is just to make laws for the good governance and development of River State, and also do oversight function, which will come with resolution. And these resolutions are not even compulsory to be honored by the executive if they are not laws that are signed into effect by the governor. So if there are resolutions that are unlawful resolution, if there are unlawful directive of the state assembly, I do not think any governor will want to honor that. So there must be a sense of consideration that they must understand that this is just beyond them. This is beyond them fighting for each of their masters, or beyond them trying to see that they can win politically. The peace we have enjoyed in the Niger Delta has also helped the state Nigeria to get some level of stability in oil production, the level of stability in the revenue generation from the Niger Delta. So we must try to look at as much as possible to make sure that people's interest, people's desire to be lords over political issue does not undermine the current peace in the Niger Delta. So generally, the governor must also see that these are 27 lawmakers that are opposing to his views. You can attend their meeting, because they say you can call a person to come to your house. It is not by force that the person must drink water or eat food in the present. So you go and listen to them. Those who listen to people have never gone wrong. So you should try and look for a window to listen to the House of Assembly too.
All right, then. We're running out of time, but I wanted to know if you could hazard us a guess here, or give us a scenario here. If you had a chance to settle the factions in River State, just give us a scenario of how the chessboard would look like. Who gets what and how?
I think first of all, my concern, let me just be very fast, is that the courts should have consolidated all the case, because they are saying there's a case at the Court of Appeal that is supposed to deal with the defection of the lawmakers in line with Section 109, Section 1G. So these are where the court made mistake. These cases would have been consolidated and heard at once, and then take a decision. But as it is, the court have taken that decision. I think the executive should continue to implement laws that are made by the state assembly, and the state assembly should allow the executive to carry out the executive duties without any form of hindrance or any kind of manipulation or media trial that will put the state under heat.
I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Peter Ameh, for joining us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.